Last week Lou and I were away on holiday and we did lots of walking and lots of cycling, and we were surrounded by the beauty of the North Dorset countryside. And for me, often when I'm in those environments and I'm looking out on the views, these are times when I reflect, when I consider where my life is and how things are going. I think we all want to live a good life. We want to be good people. We want to be good at relationships and good at finance. If we're married, we want to have a good marriage. And generally, we want to aspire to be good adults. Even at my age with 3 grown-up children, I want to be better today than I was yesterday. So each day is another opportunity for each one of us to grow. And for me as a Christian, the Bible helps me understand what that might look like. Proverbs 1:7 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction." So this verse, I think, points actually right at what I need to do to be a better adult, a better person. It's the fear of the Lord. And perhaps that's not a message we hear very often, to fear the Lord. And as I started to look at the word fear, I love the way one definition puts it. It says this, it says fear is a healthy respect for God and his ways that are good and right. It's saying that he's God and I'm not. He gets to decide what is good and I don't. And so often the book of Proverbs in the Bible tends to contrast wisdom and foolishness. Wisdom in Proverbs from chapter 1 to 9 is described as a woman. And she makes a number of appearances. And she's portrayed as the life of the party, as someone who is out there, accessible to all, a desired companion with lots to offer. Lady Wisdom offers many good things: life and blessing, insight and understanding, long life and prosperity, to those who take her hand and allow her to guide them through life, much like my wife does for me. Those are the things that are on offer. But Proverbs also describes fools. Now when we think of the word fools, we just perhaps make light of it and we think about, silliness, people that are just fooling around. But the Bible says that a fool is destructive. And Jesus says anyone who hears his words and doesn't put them into practice is like a fool who builds his house on sand. Which actually, if you stop and think about it, is a pretty destructive thing to do. So today, how do we practice fearing the Lord and gaining wisdom? Well, you could do what I do sometimes. I ask my wife. But I'm thinking that's really pretty impractical for you to be contacting Louise and ask how you can be wise and not foolish. So maybe can I suggest you do this? Choose one of these 3 proverbs and practice them. The first one is this, Proverbs 1:5, and it says, "A wise man will hear and increase in learning." What if you talk less and listen more today? Or you could practice Proverbs 14:15 that says, "The wise man considers his steps." What if you don't make rash decisions today, but you pray about every choice? Or you could try Proverbs 1:2 that says, "With the humble comes wisdom." Practice thinking of yourself less and consider others more, especially those that are most vulnerable. Maybe try one of those 3 today in your effort to be wise and not foolish. And if you listen to Lady Wisdom, she will build you a rock solid house. Have a great week.